absolute AMA dominance. The planet's youngest world champion is crowned, the Prodigies have landed, and Great Britain wins the nations. All of this in this week's episode. Wait a second, what was that last bit again?
This is the plug.
Team GB have won the nations. And they also came second. Okay, I'll admit it. Team GB haven't quite won this year's annual Motocross of Nations. Yet. That's next month. Nor have they won the fantastic Vets Motocross of Nations. But in fact, Team GB1 and Team GB2 took the first two spots on the podium for the annual TM Cup Race of Nations. This cool little race descended upon my local track this weekend, so I thought I'd go and check it out, armed with my arsenal of cameras. So keep your eyes open for a cool little TM of Nations video coming soon. The event had a really cool, chilled out and fun atmosphere, with teams from all over Europe turning up to do battle aboard their TM machines. But ultimately, it was TM UK's official team of Jim Davis, Chubby Hammond and Cole Brogdon claiming the victory, with Team GB's second team made up of just a few local riders coming through with an impressive second overall. Oh, and just a quick shout out to young James Mallard, who managed to claim victory in the 85 class. As I said, keep your eyes and ears open for an orgasmic TM Cup of Nations video coming soon. You can say what you like about TMs, but this was a really cool and a really special event, and I can't see Honda or KTM or really any other bike manufacturer doing anything like this anytime soon. And if you can't wait for the TM Cup of Nations video to come out, here's a little something to whet your appetite. I've got two words for you. Conrad Muse. Remember that name. He's the freshly crowned 85cc world champion. Oh yeah, and he's English. He claimed his title after winning his class for Team GB at the 2013 Junior World Championships this past weekend. And Muse is the real deal. The young English lad is already racing and winning over in continental Europe in the Dutch series, following in the footsteps of the likes of Max Anstey and Jeffrey Hurling. I can really see Muse becoming the next Hurling, so to speak, and doing some serious damage in the MX2 GPs in a few years. Fingers crossed anyway. Who else would like to see a Conrad Muse Toofast film? I know I would. And on the team race side of the Junior World Championships, Team GB did do so well, despite only having one champion crowned on the weekend. Young 65 rider, Aiden Tejero. Aiden Tejero. Team USA still lifted the title with their overall consistently strong team. Great. So it doesn't look like the Nations is going to get any easier for the Euros or the rest of the world anytime in the near future. God bless America. God bless America. There's a few articles and videos about this event, and I've put the links to these in the description down below. The Prodigies have officially landed. Yeah, that's right, Nathan Watson wins his very first moto and his very first overall win at a Max's British Motocross Championship round at Hawkstone Park this past weekend. Yeah, that's right, this guy. Our very own Toofast movie star and DBR cover boy gets on the top step of the Max's podium. If Conrad Muse is the future next big thing, then Nathan Watson is the current next big thing. I expect him to be possibly on a 450 next year in the MXoN GPs and doing some serious damage. And I have it from a good source. As fast as Nathan is on a 250, he feels more comfortable and faster on a 450. Now, that's frightening news for his competition. Just quickly in other Max's news, get well soon James Dunn after your huge get off this weekend. And also big shout out to Nev Bradshaw for getting 3rd overall this weekend. That's such a gnarly track while sporting a broken finger. Anyway, huge congratulations to Nathan and go check him out now, starring in the Prodigies. It was a bad weekend at Unadilla for us fans of close and intense racing, or really anyone not called Ryan Villopoto or Eli Tomac, as the two red plate holders dominate at the Dilla and they don't look like stopping anytime soon. In the 450s, RV pulls a holdie in both motos, and as we all know, that's race over. Done. However, in the 250s, Tomac likes to make things a little more interesting. Like I said at the start of the season, Tomac sorts his starts out, then everyone else is going to be in serious trouble. Well, as it turns out, Tomac has decided to ignore that solid piece of advice from me, and instead, just decided to go so damn fast, it doesn't matter where he starts. A tactic that I seem to remember a certain Mr. James Stewart used to use. Yeah, so anyway, both motos, Tomac gets average starts. But that doesn't matter. Even in the second moto, when Roczen gets a start and leads from the beginning, and Tomac has to fight his way through the pack, Tomac still manages to catch him, pass him, pull away, and win. For a few laps in that moto, I thought we was going to have a serious fight on our hands. But no, Tomac had different ideas. To be honest, I think it's just a matter of fitness. From what we can see on the social media sites, whilst Kenny is out surfing, having fun, eating Chipotle, and trying to be a regular teenager, Tomac is in the gym, putting in some serious work and doing some serious business. I'm not saying that Roczen doesn't train, but what I am saying is that Tomac trains harder. We all know that Tomac may well train the hardest, and we all know that Tomac may well be the fittest guy in the sport, which obviously translates to such dominance. I don't blame Kenny at all for trying to fit being a regular teenager around his racing life, and it seems to be working for him. Supercross champion for crying out loud. But I just think he might need to buck his ideas up if he wants to beat Tomac to the championship outdoors. Moving on to the final and possibly the biggest talking point of the weekend, Ryan Villopoto will miss the Motocross of Nations. Wait, what? Who? I when? What's going on? The American dream team of Dungey, Villopoto and Tomac may not come to be. Word on the street is that Villopoto will be having surgery at the end of the season to sort out a problem with his ankle that seems to be bothering him in day-to-day life. Obviously it doesn't affect him on the bike though. Who thinks he should still ride? However, at the time of this recording, nothing has been officially announced yet, but expect not to be seen the fastest man on the planet taking on the rest of the world at this year's Motocross of Nations. So if this is true, the big question is, who's going to be RV's replacement? How about Justin Barsha? Or maybe even James Stewart? Or maybe even someone else? Trey Canard, Josh Grant? They're lucky they've got so many top class riders to pick from. Who do you think should be chosen? And why? Use the comment section below to let me know. At least we might have a chance now. As always, I'm Toofast Max, this has been The Plug, and if you've enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And also go check out dirtbikerider.com for all your latest motocross news. Oh yeah, and the new Dirt Bike Rider issue is out now. You should go pick it up in a shop near you. It's a really good issue actually. Particularly pages 66 to 73. A really fascinating article written by a young and talented videographer and motocross web show host. All about this year's RCU. Anyway, check it out now in a shop near you. Finally, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
beta, 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 beta.